Welcome back to the Be Code by Tiffany. If you've been here for a while, you know that this podcast isn't about becoming louder, tougher, or harder. It's about becoming truer to yourself. And today we're talking about the final letter in the B Code. H is for honest. And no, this isn't about brutal honesty, and it's not about oversharing or blowing up your life. It's about the quiet, courageous truth that most women are afraid to admit. This life is good, but it's not all of me. This episode of the B Code was brought to you by my upcoming book, How to Become a Bitch and Live Happily Ever After. In this book, I reclaim bitch as an acronym. It's not about attitude, it's about freedom. And inside, I take you deeper into each of these 5 pillars, expanding them into a full journey back to yourself. This book is my heart, my story, and the framework that has helped countless women transform their lives. It comes out this year, but you don't have to wait. I created a free B Code starter guide just for you. 5 pillars, 5 practices, 1 powerful shift, so that you can start stepping into your bold, independent, tenacious, confident, and honest self, which just happens to be the best version of you. It's yours at blossomlifeco.com/B Code Starter Guide. Download it today and start living your B Code. This is what honest means in the B Code. Honest is admitting when the life you built no longer matches the woman you're becoming. This is exactly what happened to me. It's recognizing that loving your family, your home, and your responsibilities doesn't cancel your right to evolution. Honesty sounds like, I love this, and I still want more. Or, I'm grateful, and I'm being called. Or, this chapter mattered, but it's not the final one. And that kind of honesty takes courage because it doesn't come with a crisis to justify it. It comes from self-respect. So for a long time, I told myself I was happy. And in many ways, I truly was. I was a devoted mom, a wife, a homemaker. I ran the household. I showed up. I held everything together. And I loved those roles, as I've mentioned this many times before. And I loved them deeply. But somewhere along the way, I convinced myself that being fine meant this was it. That fulfillment meant pouring everything into everyone else and quieting the part of me that wanted more. And not more stuff, but more me. I told myself, this is what I'm supposed to want, right? Other women would be so grateful. I should be content. This is enough. And here's the truth. It was enough for a very long season. But something in me kept whispering and tugging, a pull, a nudge, a calling that said, there's another way you're meant to serve. I wasn't unhappy, I wasn't ungrateful, and I wasn't trying to escape my amazing life that I had. But I was yearning to expand it, to step into a purpose that felt natural to my soul, the next act, the next chapter, the next logical progression, I guess, which meant guiding, empowering, and supporting and helping other women remember who they are. And the hardest part, there was no good reason, or no good enough reason, I should say, to want more. I mean, nothing was falling apart. Nothing looked wrong from the outside, which made it so much easier to just stay complacent and so much harder to be honest. But one night, after my emotional breakdown, which we've all already heard about, and I was sitting quietly by myself, and I asked myself a question that changed everything. If I keep choosing comfort over calling, what part of me disappears? And that's when I realized I wasn't betraying my roles as a mom or a wife. I was betraying myself by pretending that they were the only parts of me that mattered. And after that, everything changed. So I want you to slow down with me for a moment, and I want you to take a deep breath in and then let it out. And I want you to ask yourself, without judgment and without rushing to fix anything, where in my life am I saying I'm fine when something in me wants more? Not more to prove, not more to escape, but more to express. And now let's take this a step deeper and let's write these down. Obviously, not if you're driving, but if you're available to do this. Write down what parts of me feels underused or unheard right now. And then what desire have I been minimizing because it feels inconvenient or scary? And here's one last question. If I allowed myself to be fully honest, what truth would I finally admit? And then lastly, let's complete this sentence. The truth I'm ready to acknowledge is, and I want you to fill in the blank. You don't have to act on it today. You don't have to explain it to anyone. This exercise isn't about decisions. It's about permission. So now we get to the flip the switch moment. So let's flip the switch. And as you know by now that this requires the 3 C's. Catch it, challenge it, and then change it. And this is regarding our old limiting beliefs. So let's say the old belief is wanting more makes me ungrateful. I want you to flip it to wanting more means I'm honoring my growth. Say that again and let that settle, because you're allowed to evolve even when your life looks good enough. My intention for you is not that you leave your life. It's that you stop leaving yourself inside it. That you give yourself permission to want more without guilt, to grow without apology, and to honor the call on your heart, even if it doesn't make sense yet. Because honest women don't abandon their lives. They add themselves back into them. And when you stop pretending that your longing is wrong, your energy returns and your clarity sharpens, and your confidence roots itself deeper. The truth doesn't shout. It waits patiently for you to show up. Before we close, I want you to remember this. Honesty isn't about rejecting your life. It's about including yourself in it. You can be grateful for what you have and still honor the call for more. Wanting more doesn't make you selfish. It actually means you're growing. Complacency feels safe, but honesty is what leads to true fulfillment. And the truth doesn't rush you. It waits for you to be ready. And when you choose honesty, even quietly, everything in your life begins to realign. And I want you to know that you're not broken. You don't need fixing. What you need is remembering. Remembering how to tap into your worth, your voice, your power. And that's what we're going to do here together, here on this podcast. Because you are the heroine of your own story. I'm just here to remind you. So I hope you tune in and join me every other week to get your dose of truth, empowerment, and perhaps a gentle nudge to become the woman you were always meant to be.